For today's warm-up, we will start with our dot cards. 4, 3 again, a little more, 8. Did you get that one? 8. 8 again. 5 on the circle, 4, 6, 4, and 6. For the next part of our warm-up, we are going to recognize dots again, but this time you're going to be able to recognize them a little faster because they are going to be on 10 frames, which we're used to from class. Here we have 1, 2, I'm going to cover up the number over here, 0, okay, let's see, 4, 3, oop, saw that one, 6, 5 across the top, and one more 6. Didn't cover that one either, did I? All right, 5 across the top, 4 more on the bottom makes 9. When the 10 frame is full, we have 10, 5 on top, 5 on bottom, together makes 10, 8, 7, all right, let's see if I can cover the last one, and 5, that one was easy. Showed you those quickly as a review because now we're going to work with some double 10 frames. Notice one 10 frame has a gray background and the second 10 frame has a white background. All together, if I have 2 10 frames, I have 20 spots, right? If we have 10, 20, so I have 20 spots, but I don't have all 20 spots filled on this double 10 frame. So go ahead and count a minute and see if you can figure out how many are on this double 10 frame. Okay, if you counted by ones, you could start here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. But if you already know that one 10 frame is 10 dots, you can start right from 10. So we'll say 10, one more makes 11. Let's try it on the next one. 10, 11, 12. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I bet some of you already knew that was 20 since it was full. Pat yourself on the back if you got that. All right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 10, 11, 12, 13. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Let's see, we have 10 here, we have 7 here, so 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Start again, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Can you see that? The 10 easily, and then we can easily see there's 5. So 10 and 5 makes 15. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 10 and 0, it's just 10. Of this lesson, you will need a handful of coins and something to write with. you need to go get those, go ahead and pause the video and grab those now. When you get back, we are going to start sorting the coins. So I'll go ahead and start sorting mine by the different types of coins that I have. Okay, go ahead and finish sorting your coins. If you're not done yet, pause the video again so you have time to get yours sorted. Once they're sorted, let's go through and name them. Ooh, this one looks very gross. Some very old pennies in here. The ones that are different color, they're kind of a coppery brown color. They're a different color from the other coins. Who remembers what those are? What is this one? What do you know about this coin? That's right, it's a penny, and it is worth how much? 1 cent. It is only worth 1 cent. So when I count pennies, it's very easy because I'm counting by ones. If I only have 2 pennies, then I have 2 cents. Okay. We talked a lot about nickels. That's the next one over here. They're kind of big. They're not the biggest one, but they're a little bigger than the dime. And the nickel has the smooth side. How much is a nickel worth? Who remembers? We used these in class a lot. They're worth 5. So I count nickels by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The biggest one over here, the quarters, we haven't practiced counting those because they are worth 25 by themselves. So those are the biggest ones. So we haven't quite gotten there yet, but you can start learning what they are called and that they are worth 25 cents. This one is, again, the quarter. Okay, and the last pile over here are the dimes. The dimes are actually the smallest coin, and they have a little bit of a rough edge. If you notice the edges, the quarter and the dime have the rough edges, so the bigger ones, the ones that are worth more have the rough edges. The ones that are worth less have those smooth edges. The nickel's also a little bit thicker than the other coins. So the dime is 10 cents. We just practiced counting with 10 and adding a few more on. So that's what we're going to practice next. So next we're going to need just our dimes and just our pennies. We'll take our nickels and quarters away. And we are going to start with 1 dime. How much would this 1 dime be by itself? 10. What if I added another dime? 20. Let's keep going by tens. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 cents makes 1 whole dollar. Let's count them by tens again. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Dime in the middle. How much is that 1 dime worth? 10 cents. To add to the 10 cents, I've brought my dice out. If you have a dice, you can grab one. If not, you can follow what numbers I roll. Okay. 6. So I need to add 6 pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to put these 6 pennies by my dime. And how much, if you know the answer, you can say it out loud. How much cents do I have now? I have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Next, grab your paper or dry erase board, whatever you have to write with, and you are going to write the numeral for 16. It's 1 and 6. 16, and when you're saying 16 cents, you make a little C with a line. 16 cents. All right, let's see what our next number will be. Okay, so I have 10, 11, 12. Let's write a 12. 1 and a 2 makes 12. 12 cents. Okay, let's move our pennies back. Let's roll again. We just have our 10 cents waiting there. Roll. 3. Okay. Does anyone know the answer before I start counting? 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, how do I make a 13? Comes right after 12, doesn't it? 13 cents. Okay. Let's go again. 6. We've already got 6. Do you remember what that was? What was 10 and 6 more? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you can trace over that where you've already written it, or if you erased it, you can write it again. 16 cents. Three again. All right. Remember, if you know it, say it. Say it out loud. 10, 11, 12, 13. Which one is 13? Top one, middle one, or the bottom one? 13. 1 and a 3. 13 cents. See if we can get a new number this time. All right, we did. What's that? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Make some space down here. 15, 1, 5, and our cents. 15 cents. All right, and the last one. Let's move those pennies back. We got 6 again. Let's do a different one. See if we can get one we haven't done yet. Ooh, that one's easy. Just 1. So what is 10 and 1? If you said 11, ooh, there we go, 11, 1 and a 1, you got it. 1, 1 makes 11 cents. To review, these are the coins. The biggest coin is also worth the most. This is the quarter, this is the heads, this is the tails side of the quarter, and it is worth 25 cents. Next, we have the dime. It's actually the smallest in size, but it's the next biggest in amount. The dime is worth 10 cents. Next, we have the nickel, and the nickel is half of the dime, so that means it's only 5 cents. And the smallest one, what is that one called? Do you remember? Say it out loud if you do. The penny, and it is worth 1 cent. Great job, guys. And you can practice that game. Use a dice and add pennies to practice counting tens and ones. You can also do that same game with the nickel and count from 5. 5, 6, 7. We played that one in class a little bit, so if you remember that, you can use both of those games to practice your counting and your money. Have a great day, guys, and I will see you next week.